The regular meeting of the Clarke County Board of Education will now come to order. Ms. McNamara, would you call the roll?
Dr. Spangler? Here. Mr. Payne? Mr. Nunley?
Present.
Ms. Wright? Here. Mrs. Ellis?
Here.
Mr. Worthy?
Here.
Ms. Williams?
Here.
Mr. Huff?
Here.
Ms. Thornton?
Here.
Thank you very much. Do we have any amendments to the agenda?
We do. First, I would like to remove items 9 through 14 from tonight's agenda. Those are regarding construction information. I also would like to make a note in the important packet, there was something called add item 17. Please disregard. I know there's lots of questions. That will not be requested to be added this evening. I'd also just make a note as we look through the agenda that I'd ask that we vote on the personnel recommendations followed by an executive session.
Okay, any other amendments to the agenda? Any other amendments? I need a motion to adopt the agenda. Moved by Mr. Huff, got a second by Ms. Williams. All in favor? Thank you very much. Motion passed. Please stand and join us in a silent meditation. We'll follow that with the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you very much. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Recognition of achievements and awards. Lisa?
Good evening, Mr. President, Mr. Superintendent, and members of the board. I am pleased to recognize many outstanding individuals from the Clarke County School District tonight. Honorees, when I call your name, please come forth, accept your certificate, and shake the board members' hands. First of all, we'd like to celebrate Board Member Appreciation Week. Next week, which is spring break, is GSBA Board Member Appreciation Week. So tonight, we'd like to pause and thank our board members for all they do to support our students. Whether they are voting to approve a new refrigerator at a school, adopting a policy that has been revised in an effort to better serve the district, or discussing a variety of other issues, every decision they make is intended to affect the children sitting in classrooms across this district. They are elected officials and public servants, and we thank them for what they do for the Clarke County School District. Board members, at this time, we will pass down the certificates. Yours should be on top when it reaches you. We also, as these come around, would like to congratulate Mr. Terrell Benton. We have a certificate for him for being named to the to the best lawyers in education law, and this honor was noted in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal. And we also have a special certificate for Board Member Carol Williams, who was named the Athens Area Realtor of the Year. So kudos to all.
Jerry.
Next, we have an honoree who received the Title I School Georgia Parent Leadership Award, and I'll tell you a little bit about her first, and then I will call Ms. Dodson up. This annual award recognizes parents for their outstanding leadership in creating a foundation of support for student achievement and success. The Georgia Department of Education and Georgia PTA created this award, again, the Title I School Georgia Parent Leadership Award, to recognize parents across Georgia who utilize their various skills and talents to strengthen our schools and positively impact the lives of our children. The award also hopes to inspire all parents to use their unique talents, no matter how big or small, to lead the way in building positive outcomes for our children. Not only does the winner of this award, Susan Dodson, work tirelessly to support all children at Timothy Road Elementary School, the school at which her two daughters attend, but she also serves as past president of the Junior League of Athens, the current Foundation for Excellence president, and many of you may remember that she is the driving force behind Food to Kids, which provides students that may not have food on the weekends child-friendly foods. She has made a positive difference not only at Timothy and not only in the school district. She has made our entire community a better place, and I'm proud to call her my friend. Thank you, Susan, for being a champion for all students.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Susan Dodson. Now we'd like to recognize the 2012 Page Academic Bowl Regional winners. Way to go, Hillsman Middle School. There were 14 teams in the Academic Bowl Regional competition and 24 teams from across the state of Georgia in the state semifinal competition. Our Hillsman team placed first in the regional and ninth in the state semifinal competition. We'd like to recognize them now. Lauren Chen. Lauren Chen. Lindsay Chen. Come on up. Walk around if you could shake the board members' hands.
Sorry. Congratulations.
Angelina Choi. We actually have two certificates tonight for Angelina because she also received a first place award at the Northeast Georgia Regional Science and Engineering Fair, and she was the Daughters of the American Revolution SA Chapter and District winner. Congratulations. Yang Fang. And I just wanted to mention that he also received a third place in Air Force Award at the Science Fair. Trisha Hariani. Claudia Gaither. And Claudia received a first place award at the Science Fair and the U.S. Navy Award as well. Jeffrey Mon. And Jeffrey received a U.S. Navy Award. Serena Mon. And Serena also received an Air Force Award at the Regional Science Fair. Eliana Powell. And Eliana was the grand prize winner at the Northeast Georgia Regional Science and Engineering Fair, and she won a special award from Georgia Canopy Tour. So congratulations. Jack Shramsky. And we'd like to recognize the co-advisors, Lucille Srivastava and Jean Giannissi. And again, this award was for our 2012 Page Academic Bowl Regional winners.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
That was fantastic. Congratulations. Fantastic.
I mentioned earlier that we had several students who won awards at the Northeast Georgia Regional Science and Engineering Fair, and we have two more first place winners here tonight from Cedar Shoals High School, and they are Erin Hollander and Katie Seaman. Are you girls here? Congratulations to all. Next, we have the Optimist Club Oratorical Contest winners. The Optimist Club of Athens recently held their 2012 Optimist Oratorical Contest for the Athens area. The theme this year was, How My Optimism Helps Me Overcome Obstacles. Students competed at the UGA Law School at the end of February, and we had a first and second place winner. Now, there are a couple of different categories and sponsors of this event, so we'll recognize some this meeting and some the next meeting. So tonight we'll recognize Christy McDaniels of Cedar Shoals High School, who placed first, and Christy has been named a finalist for the highly prestigious and competitive Gates Millennium Scholarship. So we want to congratulate her. And second place winner from Hillsman Middle School, Dominique Bush. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Very impressive, thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations. How good he did. Congratulations.
The Cedar Shoals High School DECA Club recently competed at the regional and state competitions, and they had several winners. And tonight we'd like to recognize the regional and state winners. Destiny Barnett, who placed first in the region. Tia Daniels, first. And Tia placed first in travel and tourism. Amy Harris.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Tiara Mayfield. And Tiara also placed 7th at the state, and she has advanced to the international competition at Salt Lake City, Utah in April.
That's great.
Phaledra Minor, who placed 2nd. Jessica Nandalal, 1st. Joshua Peters, 2nd. Joshua. And Joshua's award was in Human Resources Management. Morgan Smith, and Morgan's also going on to the international competition. And Justin Strong, who also placed 1st in regional, 5th at the state, and will go on to international. And Justin's area was in marketing math. And again, he will compete at the international level in April in Salt Lake City, Utah. And finally, we'd like to recognize their coach, Alison Bentley.
Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, impressive. Congratulations. Thank you.
Excellent. That's great.
Thank you.
We are very pleased to have with us tonight STAR students and teachers. Our school district recently announced our STAR students and teachers, and STAR stands for Student Teacher Achievement Recognition. To be a STAR student, they take into account SAT scores, which must meet the national averages or above. And the students who receive this award have the highest SAT scores in all 3 sections, which are critical reading, math, and writing. Class standing is also a factor, and the STAR student must be in the top 10% or among the top 10 students numerically. And the student that is chosen chooses their STAR teacher who has been an inspiration to them. And tonight, Cedar Shoals High School student is Mike Schau. Mike is not able to be here tonight. He's in another event at Cedar Shoals, but he chose Stephen Castile as his STAR teacher, and he is here tonight. And Mr. Castile teaches advanced placement English, and he said, "It is always especially satisfying to receive an award that is determined by a student. To hear directly from a student that one has impacted a student's life is the greatest gift a teacher can receive." Thank you for impacting many students, Mr. Castile. And for Clarke Central High School, there was actually a tie this year. And first is Mika Brooks. Is she here? Wonderful. Now, I want Mika to stand by me because I want her and everyone to hear about her wonderful awards at school. Mika is a senior at Clarke Central High School and is the daughter of Kazuko and Martin Brooks. She plans on majoring in a biological science field, tentatively biochemistry, biophysics, or molecular biology. She is involved in Mu Alpha Theta, the Honor Society, Key Club, and Robotics Club. So we want to congratulate you. We know you're going to go on to do wonderful things. Congratulations, Mika. And she chose her gifted resources teacher from Barrow Elementary School as her star teacher. And this is Sarah Cross. And Sarah Cross was Mika's gifted resources teacher and 3rd through 5th grade advanced math teacher at Barrow. And she said, much like a proud parent, a teacher celebrates in the success of her students. To have one of my former students reach this level of distinction as a star student in a class of highly talented students is truly a joy and further evidence of the exceptional quality of all teachers in our school district. Thank you so much, Ms. Cross. Congratulations. Next is star student Eliza Rothstein, who is also a senior at Clarke Central High School and is the daughter of Linda Henneman and Mitch Rothstein. Eliza, are you here this evening? And Eliza plans on majoring in political philosophy, policy, and law, and she chose advanced placement English language and American literature teacher Ian Altman as her star teacher. Is Mr. Altman here this evening? And we congratulate them all. Thank you so much. Tonight, we are also very pleased to recognize and honor 2 outstanding Clarke County School District administrators who were recently recognized for their distinguished service to the field of supervision and leadership by the University of Georgia College of Education's Educational Administration and Policy Program. As you know, the school district has improved the way it conducts teacher evaluations using a Tier 1, 2, and 3 system. These 2 have been instrumental in its successful rollout. I was fortunate enough to write bios and send them to UGA for both these individuals, and I won't read them this evening, but I will say that it's very clear to me and to all of us that they have impacted students in our district and across the nation. Many young people are better off today as a result of them both, and tonight we'd like to again congratulate Mr. Robert Bud Byerly and Dr. Norris Price.
All right. There you go. Good job. Congratulations. Outstanding. A lot of hard work. Thank you.
Congratulations, bud.
Appreciate it.
And finally, we'll recognize our 4-star employee awards winner. The first couldn't be here tonight, but I wanted to acknowledge the excellent work of Jane Berger. She is the social studies district coach. She was nominated by social studies teacher Ashley Goodrich Witt at Clarke Central, and Ashley has just commented so extensively how Jane has made her a better teacher by putting those supports in place. So that just shows the great work that our coaches do, that they've really inspired the teachers at the school level and pushed them to higher levels of excellence. And next is Elaine Kellam, who is nominated for the award by her supervisor, Jeannie Bradley. And I'll call Elaine up in just a moment. I'd like to share with you all what Jeannie had to say. Elaine has been with the Clarke County School District for 39 years. And during that time, she has proven herself to be a dedicated, loyal, and hardworking employee. I've only worked with her for 2.5 years, but in that short time, I have been amazed by her patience in dealing with all sorts of unique situations. She is constantly trying to increase her knowledge of our school district's policies and procedures so she can better service our employees and vendors. She is someone you know will always do the job required of her and is willing to assist others when needed. As her supervisor, I know she can be counted on to not only get the job done, but to get it done correctly. I feel that Elaine deserves to be recognized for the outstanding job she has done during her employment with the Clarke County School District. Elaine?
Congratulations. What a great job.
Congratulations. That's so great. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Next is Alison Phillips, a paraprofessional, and she was nominated for this award by Rebecca Hayes, kindergarten teacher at Gaines. Alison, are you here this evening? I'll read a little about you first. This is what Ms. Hayes had to say. I've been a support teacher in kindergarten for 2 years now, where I have served children in Mrs. Bowen and Mrs. Phillips' class. Miss Phillips is the paraprofessional in that classroom, but she has all the qualities of a teacher. If there is a substitute, she takes the role as teacher and continues the school day. Miss Phillips has a rapport with the students, and they respect her just as much as they would a teacher. She gives step-by-step directions with the expectations, and the students easily follow. She has such a strong work ethic that you wouldn't know she were classified staff. I've never heard her raise her voice, but rather she shows disappointment with her words and tone. In fact, I even nominated her to be the Paraprofessional of the Year for Gaines last year. She deserves to be recognized for her dedication and commitment to all students at Gaines Elementary School. Congratulations, Ms. Phillips. And finally is Patty Tubman, who is the bookkeeper at Clarke Middle School, and she was nominated for this award by her colleague Terry Jansen, but I'm pretty sure she has a cheering section here tonight. And this is what Terry Jansen had to say about Ms. Tubman. Patty Tubman is the eyes and ears of Clarke Middle, diligently overseeing the multiple and at times overwhelming daily operations. Patty has a gift for anticipating problems and working through possible solutions before the problems even occur. She dedicates countless hours, many of them at night or on the weekends, assisting staff and students. From sporting events to covering class for 6 staff, planning community visits, serving on countless committees, and keeping us well-fed and well-stocked, Patty is our go-to for everything. Another of Patty's talents is organization. She has streamlined many processes and done much to lighten our loads with her I can attitude. She is not afraid to jump in and is a creative problem solver. She enjoys a good laugh, often lends an ear, and is helpful to everyone. Clarke Middle would be lost without Patty Tubman. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I bet you covered everything. Thank you. Never saw any of those people before in my life.
Congratulations again. Congratulations again to all of our honorees. You represent your school district and community very well, and we're so proud to know all of you. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Ellis?
I just wanted to take a quick minute to thank Clarke County School District and specifically Dr. Lanu. We received an email from Mac Brown, who's the Athens Economic Development Foundation, about how Dr. Lanu's presentation was so instrumental in solidifying Athens as the selection of the home for the new Caterpillar plant. And I think we all know how important that is to our community. And they specifically said that workforce is one of the top 2 decision factors in choosing Athens, and they meant all aspects of workforce. And that Dr. Lanu's presentation was inspirational and informative and played a crucial part in winning the Game Changer project for Athens and Georgia. So I just want to say thanks to the whole district and Dr. Lanu.
Thank you. It definitely is a team effort for sure. And as they go out the door, I just want you to know that we have tremendous talent in our district. It comes from every facet of our community. As they leave, I want to say thank you to our students, our parents, our employees for all that you've done. Another symbol every month. This is probably the highlight of the month. So thank you and drive safe.
Okay, you finished, Dr. Lanu?
I am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're down to item B on the agenda, minutes of the previous meetings. We had 2 last month, February the 2nd and also February the 9th. Entertain a motion for approval. Moved by Ms. Wright. We had a second on that, second by Mr. Nunley. Any questions pertaining to the minutes? Any questions? All in favor? All in favor? Okay, thank you very much. Motion passed. Okay, Dr. Lanu, you're on again. Superintendent.
Superintendents, thank you, President Worthy. Of course, first you have your yellow sheet, which is we won't deal with the amended item. Just hold on to that. But you'll see the personnel recommendation addenda job, and there's a job description. Also in the green is your board calendar. Also is the 212 summer school program, a list of programs that we will be offering. As you know, we have scaled back summer school this year, and it will be for the high school and part of the middle school 21st century program. We will do a blitz session, which is intense work with students following CRCT, and our students in elementary and middle will take the makeup CRCT just before they leave school this year. So I just wanted to make sure you understood what that calendar looked like in case there are questions, and we certainly can get more information out to you. I would also, there are a number of items today. First, we have another hearing. So I need to look to see who is available. This is a student hearing suggesting March 20th in the morning. And I'll have March 20th, I'll have...
Mr. Huff already told me Miss Wright can do it March 20th. Anybody else?
I can do it March 20th. That's,
Well, let me look at the options. I got March 20th a.m., March 22nd a.m. or p.m., or the 23rd a.m. So on the 20th, we have 3 possibilities. What about the 22nd a.m.? Let's start with
I
a.m.
have one possibility. Dr. Spangler.
How about p.m.? Dr. Spangler.
Okay, so that probably won't
22nd.
work.
Yeah, that's
I
not
can
working.
do the 20th.
How about the 23rd a.m.?
Terry, I can do the 20th
You
a.m.
can do the 20th?
All right,
Okay.
we're up to
Okay, then I
4.
just need one more. And that possibly could be Mr. Payne. I can contact him.
All right, let's tentatively go for March 20th in the a.m.
Is it 8:30?
8:30?
We'll do it at 8:30.
8:30.
8:30 would be great, and we'll see about Mr. Payne.
I will.
okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay? The next, I'm real pleased, last week we approved talked about the new CFO, and this is a position that we had discussed that's real critical to our school district. We searched, we reopened, we searched hoping to find the person that, I will say, fit our dreams, fit the bill, that we thought would do the kind of work that we thought about when we restructured this position. And he's here today, and I'm going to ask Mr. Gilbert if he would introduce the new Chief Financial Officer for the Clarke County School District.
I am more than pleased.
Yes, he's handing it over. How long,
introduce-
how many days? It's about what, 10 days, 12 days?
Yeah, it's the 19th, so
Yeah, there you go.
not very long. It'll be at about 7 a.m. Just really pleased. I've had the opportunity to meet Larry Hamill. We had lunch together yesterday, and we've spent a little bit of time together, and we're very pleased. Larry, come on up if you would. I'm going to let Larry introduce himself a little and tell you a little bit about himself. But he's most recently from DeKalb County, Director of Finance, and he can share a little bit more. But thank you. Glad you're on board with us.
Very much.
Good evening, everybody. Board members, Superintendent. My name is Larry Hamill. I'm a graduate, 1989 of North Georgia College. Went to the military program through there. Served 12 years our National Guard. Worked my way from private up to first lieutenant. I spent 12 years with the Georgia Department of Audits. Worked my way up to a senior audit level. Was in charge of audits throughout the year. I did school board audits. I did college audits. I even did department audits at the state level. I would maintain a crew, several people, did audits all year long. From there, I went on to Beaufort City School System, where I was the Director of Finance, and then eventually to DeKalb School System for the last 5 years. And one thing I can say I'm very proud of what we did at DeKalb was, and once we got to DeKalb and figured out how to get things working, we had clean audits for the first time in over 20 years when we were at DeKalb County School System. So that's definitely different I want to bring here, to bring my knowledge base and bring my experience to help do whatever it needs to be done to get this place to the world-class status that I know we can be. And thank you for having me here tonight.
Wow.
Thank you.
Well, welcome again. Next, Lynn. A little celebration. We're here about writing. You probably saw this, but I have to show it up on the screen. Because as you know, As you know, written communication is critical for all of us, especially our young adults and students as they travel through their career paths and once they get to the adults, and I won't say real world, the next step, writing is so important. And if you look here, I'm just real pleased that the district back in 2007, we were at 54%, and that aligned to the state. It was at 67. And of course, the state's increased all the way to 82. I don't know what it was in 2012, but we had made incremental gains. Last year, we were at 72% of our 8th graders that met the standards in writing. I give a lot of credit to our central office coaches and our principals and our building level coaches. We put a strong emphasis on writing, about how to organize for writing, how to give feedback. We did a lot with commentary. I think it's pervasive throughout our middle schools and elementary schools, and as you can see when you look at this, that our writing scores went from 72% to 85%. I don't know what the state average is, but to gain 13% as a district is just remarkable. And if you look at each individual school, you can see that Bernie Harris Lyons went from 73 to 87%, it's 14%. That Clarke Middle went from 79 to 87% and 8%. Hillsman was 71 to 79. And Coyle went from 66 to 86, a 20% gain in writing. So you look at those scores, it's really remarkable. So, you know, my hat's off to the supports that went into place from every level. And I think it's just getting better and better. And so I think that's a real celebration for sure. You know, after a pretty tough couple weeks, I'll tell you, we got that information, and it just makes it all worth it. So I wanted to share that with you today. Also, a couple things about our district that we are getting recognition for the work, and well deserved by so many in this district. But you hadn't seen this. We wanted to put this together. This is something I just was seeing today. It's called the Move magazine. That comes out locally. If you haven't seen this, there's an article. It's called Enrichment Clusters Days Get Students Moving. For those, just to jog your memory, the Enrichment Clusters was part of the Renzulli program, which began out of J.J. Harris. That was Enrichment Clusters. When you put together programs that are in charters and you hope that they expand, you never know if they do or not. In this particular case, that startup work has expanded to 6 other elementary schools. In fact, this week, Oglethorpe, I think it's this week, tonight, is doing their enrichment fair. But we have 6 schools now that embrace the enrichment concept, where students in K-5 actually engage collectively together in a range of activities. In this particular one, there's a whole list of those that are around movement. But this is what we think is probably the heart and soul of what's also transforming our schools, is that students get to choose activities, our teachers choose activities of interest. But again, to be written in the magazine is certainly represents their work well. I would also like to make a note about a recent website and publication. I think anytime that you get a line to national news, you take that when you can. It's nice to be recognized not just locally and state, but nationally. The Seeing is Believing Tour, of course, that's with Anissa and our principals and the Junior League. They asked for submittals for programs that were creative and innovative. And this particular one is now found as one of the top articles for the American Association of School Administrators. It's on their website. It aligns us with such other schools as the Pittsburgh schools and a number of others across the country, recognizing the fact of work and programs that make a difference in schools. So it's not only nice to be recognized locally, but it's also nice to be recognized nationally. And I wanted to share that with you. I had sent that link, but wanted to share with those there here tonight. A couple of other updates. You know, you've heard some things lately in the paper about reporting of child abuse or those kinds of pieces. Thanks to Mr. Hardaway, you know, we've revisited our protocols to ensure, you know, one, that we're aware of our procedures and know what to look for. I feel really good about where we're at with our principals and our teachers. We've made good decisions in the past, but I think oftentimes to constantly go back to ensure that we don't miss any incidences that we need to report for the safety of our children. So I want to thank Mr. Hardaway and certainly Don Myers, who really has done a lot of work as head of social work. And also just a couple of updates on, there's lots of questions being raised about the Career Academy transition. I've sent some key information points to you. I have posted those on the website, or Anissa has. Thanks to Anissa, and we'll put those out to on Facebook for people who want some information as we continually get questions. I realize there are lots of questions in this transition. However, it's been pretty intense, but it's gone really well. One of the elements of the testing was the compass testing, which is one entry requirement for students to begin to take post-secondary work. We did the first round of testing this week. I think it's tomorrow we'll finish it. And what we did in the first round is decided to work with students and look at transcripts and see that they were prepared to take the compass, which is a 10th grade level test. We had over 200 students take it in the first round. I don't have the results, but to see already that 200 students have completed an application and have taken that first round is to me really is a good message, and it makes us really optimistic in the direction that we're going. We'll give another testing date, will be in April. And we also, as part of this, we've had practice sessions, and we'll have review materials, so that if students need work in a particular areas, we know the compass test in the discipline areas, and so it really gives, if someone doesn't, quote, get the top score, it gives us some really good areas of where they need to work on and allows us to do that. So I'm real pleased about that. I'm also really pleased with the governance board, and we mentioned Caterpillar, and thank you for the kind words for our district. But we already are in conversation with those training programs that are needed for Caterpillar. My motto is our kids have to be first in line, and to be first in line, they have to have the technical skills and the technical certificate to work down in Caterpillar, but I anticipate the ancillary and support manufacturing plants. I hope that sometime in the near future, as Dr. Tidings gets her feet on the ground, which it's going to take a while because she has a lot on her plate. She works with Quick Start to put these programs together. But we know that we're in close conversation, and I anticipate that we'll work closely through our Career Academy. As we said, our Career Academy has to be really flexible to meet the needs of our business district and our manufacturing needs. And I anticipate that we'll be, in the next 6 months, coming back and looking to approve a program that our kids can access and be in those training programs, be ready when those doors open, which I think are going to be somewhere around October of 2013, but I'm not sure exactly, but that's somewhere the time frame. So there's a lot of things happening. Just really pleased with the work. We know it's a busy time of year. I think we'll finish up evaluations. That's what principals are doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what we're doing. Those will be completed by the end of the month. And of course, next would be budget, and those conversations will intensify as we move forward. And we're going to talk about a timeline that might change a little bit, but I'm going to talk about our budget and getting that information out. So with that ends my report this evening, President Worthy.
Thank you, Dr. Lanu. We're going to move to the next item. If you don't have any questions for the superintendent, comments. The next item is item D. We had one person to sign up to speak this evening. Is Quintaria Pittman here?
No, she's not here.
Okay, thank you. We're going to move on. Item E. Dr. Lanu.
District committees plus 2 and 3 monthly reports. Those are included in the packet. I'd also ask that we approve the financial report, which is also in the packet for January 2012.
Okay, if you had an opportunity to review the financial report, I entertain a motion for approval. Moved by Ms. Williams, seconded by Mr. Huff. Questions pertaining to the financial report? All in favor? Thank you. Motion passed. Thank you very much.
Mr. Payne is not here, usually does the GSBA District 11 Directors Report. If there's any information the board wants to share from GSBA, we could do that now, otherwise, and move on. Okay.
Old business, item F.
Item F, those policies, regulations, exhibit to be removed from the table. We have got some feedback that Mr. Hardaway is going to address, but I think first I'd like to do is ask that we remove them from the table, and there might be a couple of slight edits that has been brought to us, and Mr. Hardaway can do that. So first I'd ask that the policies, regulations, and exhibits be removed from the table.
Okay, need a motion to remove from the table. Moved by Dr. Spangler. Okay, seconded by Mr. Nunley. All in favor? Motion passed. Thank you.
Okay, as we know, regulations, unless individuals see an issue, those would go into effect, and we'll wait for the policies, but Mr. Hardaway.
Thank you, Superintendent Lanu, ladies and gentlemen of the board. We have a couple of language changes, and policy gives the superintendent permission to make those changes. In the first policy DCL, the fund balance, there was a sentence in there that basically stated that we would maintain 3 months of operating expenses not to exceed or somewhere in the area of 25%. And the law only allows us to have 15%. And so you see the number 15% up, and then we had a sentence in there that talked about 25, which would accrue over 3 months, and that sentence has been removed. And then in regulation JDD-R Exhibit 1, student suspension, there were a couple of questions here, but the most important one was the language in the policy that started out talking about, in terms of a hearing notice, that the principal and or their designee, and then later on in the reg, the language changed to principal and or a principal and assistant principal, and to make that more in line with what we do, more in line with practice, we have opted to change that language to read principal, associate principal, assistant principal. Since only secondary principals can bring students to a hearing, if we had principal, associate, and assistant, we would cover the people in the building that are allowed to do that. The associates, of course, with the two high schools have an associate principal, but they also have 2 assistant principals. And so that would take care of that. There were some other concerns here that revolved around how students are noticed. The language for giving notice is in the Code of Conduct, so we need to take a look at making the changes there, not here. And there was some concern about people presenting cases. And in all cases, that should be done by the principal, the associate principal, or the principal. Now, they are allowed to bring witnesses, and in some instances, they bring law enforcement, which can be an SRO or a local police official. But they are here only as witnesses for the school, not to present the case. So I hope that helps.
So I'd ask if there are any questions, then I'd first just look at the regulations. There's some slight language change about the assistant principal, barring no opposition or questions. Then I'll go ahead and make those changes, and those will go into regulation. And with that, I would recommend approval of the policies with the correction stated by Mr.
Okay, the recommendation from the superintendent is only on the policies. We don't vote on regulations. That's policy DCL, policy IFBG, and policy IHAD. Okay, moved by Ms. Wright, second by Dr. Spangler. Have any questions pertaining to these policies? Any questions? All in favor? Thank you very much. Motion passed. New business, item G.
Item G is a recommend approval of the consent agenda.
Okay, recommendation from the superintendent for approval of the consent agenda. Moved by Mr. Nunley, seconded by Ms. Williams. All in favor? Thank you. Motion passed. Okay, item 8.
Item 8 is to accept the Race to the Top grant awarded by the Georgia Governor's Office of Planning and Budget for just under $1 million.
Okay, Race to the Top grant award. Need a motion. Moved by Mr. Huff. Got a second from Ms. Ellis. Any questions pertaining to item 8, Race to the Top grant award? Any questions? All in favor? All in favor? Okay, all opposed? May I have any opposed?
One abstention due to a conflict of interest.
Well,
Okay.
I'm abstaining also, but it's not because of conflict of
Okay, it's
interest.
2. Okay, motion passed. Okay, item 15.
Yeah.
Am I correct? 15?
Wastewater.
Wastewater.
Yeah.
Thank you, sorry. Approval of the contract to Wastewater Systems to provide wastewater treatment monitoring services and inspection for the septic system at Fowler Drive Elementary in the amount of $1,000 per month for 1-year term.
Okay, item 15, wastewater treatment monitoring service inspection. Entertain a motion?
I'll
Moved
do
by
it.
Ms. Wright, A second on that? Seconded by Ms. Ellis. Any questions pertaining to item 15? Any questions? Go ahead, Dr. Spangler.
Is the one-year term now till a year from now? Is it the next school year? Is it July 1 to June 30?
It's, probably starts right away. I don't think I
Okay.
have that.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what date it begins, but it's not a school year. It's something we need to do right.
Okay, thank you.
Any further questions? Any further questions? All in favor? All in favor? Okay, motion passed.
I'm abstaining.
Oh, you abstaining? I didn't see your hand, I'm sorry. Okay.
Couple.
One abstention, okay.
Conflict of interest.
Yeah, that's right, you mentioned that last one. Okay, item 16.
Item 16 is a reduction in force. I recommend the board approve a reduction in force plan, which includes the elimination of one administration position in the district. This is at the Athens Community Career Academy. This would be the CEO position. A change in state or local curriculum, personnel, financial practices which necessitate a change in or elimination of programs or services provided by the Clarke County School District. A lack or decrease in funding for programs, personnel, or services provided by the Clarke County School District. A loss or decrease of funds due to a reduction in state or local funds or in the funds that make a reduction spending necessary. I recommend the reduction of force be applied to the above referenced program to include the position listed in Attachment A. Attachment A is the Chief Executive Officer of the Career Academy. All program positions have been eliminated in the specific competitive area, so seniority is not a consideration. Superintendent will identify the individuals who will be impacted within the affected position. Pursuant to Georgia law, on or before May 15th, the superintendent will notify these individuals their contract or employment will not be renewed for the 2012-2013 school year.
Okay, now this recommendation from the superintendents on Career Academy Administrative Reduction in Force Plan. I won't read all of the recommendations that the superintendent just read. They're in your packet, and I hope you were listening there, but I'll entertain a motion. Moved by Ms. Wright. Have a second on that. Second by Mr. Huff. Any questions about item 16 on Career Academy Administrative Reduction in Force Plan? All in favor? Thank you very much.
I'm abstaining.
Okay. One abstention there. Okay. You want?
Next, I would like to approve the personnel recommendations, addenda, and a job description.
Okay, recommendation from the superintendent on the personnel, one from your electronic packet and also the addendum. Moved by Mr. Huff. Had a second from Dr. Spangler. Well, all in favor? Okay. Thank you very much. Motion passed.
Members of the board, I recommend an executive session for personnel matters to include appointments, transfers, and resignations for legal matters and for the acquisition of real estate.
Need a motion to go into executive session. Moved by Ms. Wright, seconded by Mr. Nunley. All in favor? Okay, thank you very much.